One of the greatest and most critically acclaimed action-packed matches in AEW history was the Stadium Stampede.
One of the most entertaining and unique presentations that I've ever been a part of.
Stadium Stampede is a football field and a stadium.
They don't teach Stadium Stampede matches in pro wrestling schools.
There's only been one Stadium Stampede before this, and the Inner Circle was part of that match.
We know how crazy this match can get, and nothing is off limits in this match.
You have such a vast, quote-unquote, battleground. You have so many places you can go and so many things you can do.
Had no idea what to expect.
There is a pro wrestling ring that is placed on the 50-yard line of the Jacksonville Jaguars Stadium.
There are many, many different kinds of utensils and tools that are stored around the stadium.
Horses, golf carts.
High spots.
Getting thrown off a building.
Low spots.
They use the field lining mechanism.
I'm not sure if that's a regulation line.
3-story spots off of the luxury decks.
And of course, at TIAA Bank Field, they even have a pool.
There's a reason why I said Stadium Stampede, because they lost it last year and they're gonna lose it again this year.
How is part 2 gonna be different? It's always gonna be different because it's different dynamics. This is not the Elite. This is the Pinnacle.
Specifically what happened at the end of the match.
I mean, what do you want me to say? We had the guys beat. We had them all beat. We had them all down and out. And then we didn't.
He's going for higher ground. That's exactly what that coward's doing.
And Jericho surveying the area, he sees where his adversary has ascended to. Let's remember, Chris did not have to climb to the top of the cage where MJF was, but Jericho's emotions took over. His desire to eliminate MJF as a thorn in his proverbial side reared its head.
I think the entire Pinnacle was down. It was basically Inner Circle 5, Pinnacle 0. But slight twist of fate, fortunes change, and we surrendered. And then MJF threw me off the cage anyway.
When the Pinnacle won Blood and Guts, I think that really solidified their reputation as the top group in AEW.
I told you I was going to take Chris Jericho's spot along with his crown. Now I'm the demo god.
Everyone's going to be calling me the greatest of all time because that's what I did. I took the greatest of all time and I shoved him off the top of the mountain.
It can't be overstated how huge it was for Pinnacle. They're the #1 faction right now in AEW, bottom line.
Will you give us a rematch? Yes or no?
You want to say that when you survive Blood and Guts and that you take down the Inner Circle that it feels good, but truth be told, part of you is missing when you get out of Blood and Guts.
My answer is no. Get him, Sammy. That's more than a little bit of the bubbly. That's a lot of bit of the bubbly. Oh, God.
10 men entered the cage at Blood and Guts, and 10 men walked out. Completely changed men.
You want a match? We'll take you on the same match you lost last year. Stadium Stampede! If you guys lose, look at me, Chris. If you guys lose, the Inner Circle has to break up forever!
Now, there's a constant power struggle here in AEW between the Pinnacle and the Inner Circle.
If you decide to do Stadium Stampede, just know it will be your last match, Inner Circle. Because when you're in the Pinnacle, you're always on top.
Was it worth putting my body through this? Was it worth putting my family through this? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? I'm asking you!
It will be very hard to predict how any of them are able to bounce back.
So if you want our answer, whether the Inner Circle accepts the challenge for Stadium Stampede, it is 1,000% yes!
What can you expect when the Pinnacle and the Inner Circle meet? at Double or Nothing.
When it's Pinnacle on one side and your Inner Circle on the other, what to expect?
I'll tell you one thing, I've been around a long time, and the pent-up hatred between two units, I've never really felt anything this dangerous.
And I expect the Inner Circle to fall yet again.
There's no traditional wrestling when it comes to the Pinnacle and the Inner Circle. It's going to be a fight every single time we're looking across the ring from those men.
In a parking lot, in a wrestling ring, a boxing ring.
In the street or in a stadium.
The result will be the same.
It's not gonna be fun and games, it's not gonna be a comedy show, it's not gonna be a rom-com or SNL stand-up skit. It's gonna be a fight. 30 plus years. Be proud of yourself, Christopher. But it's time to go.
Will this match end the difference between Chris Jericho's Inner Circle and MJF's Pinnacle? And my answer is no.
You know what this is gonna do? It's going to take away those slimy, little disgusting mouth breathers known as the Inner Circle. That's what it's gonna do. It's going to make sure that they stay away and for good this time. Because after we beat them, they're gonna have to break up forever, and it's going to put the biggest smile on my face.
If we can't beat the Pinnacle, then we probably shouldn't be in AEW anymore.
AEW's biggest pay-per-view of the year, Double or Nothing. What's gonna happen?
The Pinnacle will come out on top.
This ain't over until the Inner Circle says it's over. And we are going to take from you everything and give you nothing.
And after Double or Nothing, the Inner Circle will be no more.
The Inner Circle is coming for you! Hell is coming for you, Pinnacle! May 30th, Double or Nothing! We're gonna dance all over your face! And piss all over your grave!
Some men were born to be buried.